So let's talk about ships. With this whole Revan event and Chewie event going on, the last real big ships thing that we had happen was the Houndstooth from Bosk and the Xanadu Blood from Cad Bane. Oh, and the IG-2000, IG-88 ship. Those haven't been mentioned as much. The IG-2000 hasn't nearly as much as the Xanadu Blood and the Houndstooth specifically, because Houndstooth is an excellent ship that dominates in the fleet arena. I use it myself, and I don't have Xanadu Blood in and I'm still able to get up to first. But ships is something I enjoy that a lot of people actually don't, and I think it can get better. With the way that we have so many characters coming to the game, I think there's a real expansion opportunity for ships. And I love doing the fleet arena every day. I love the strategy, and as you can see here, Houndstooth is only at 4 stars, but it works fantastic, guys. It'll work at 3 stars, and when it comes out, I'm guessing it'll probably come out in a, you need one of the fleet energy. Start farming that, please. It's definitely something you want to get to 7 stars. Now, as you can see, I am working on the Sith fighter as well, because we have the Sith bomber coming out. And that makes me think, why are we having Sith ships come out? In my opinion, there's going to be another capital ship added to the game. Now, it could be General Grievous in the Invisible Hand first. That could definitely come out, probably work well with droid ships, or maybe the new Bounty Hunter ships. It'll be Bounty Hunters are the meta the way it is, but for people that don't have them, and I think they'll only get better if General Grievous and as a Separatist ship comes out. And we know he's going to get a rework, so that's probably possible, but I have a feeling there's going to be a Sith capital ship coming. Now, the first instinct that I look at is Darth Nihilus in the Ravager, because that's the most well-known ship that we see in Knights of the Old Republic 2, and he'd be a good fleet commander, or the leader as it would be. But part of me thinks that we may have Darth Malak come eventually, or Saul Kareth, who was one of the fleet commanders there during the original Knights of the Old Republic game. If we want to go further forward in the future, Darth Malgus, Satil Shan, I've talked about them a lot. I think they'll come to the game. I can't wait for them. They're probably more likely to have a capital ship as well. So I'm looking forward to the new capital ships, because I think they're going to be coming. We're going to have these 2 Sith fighters here, and I think they're going to go well with something that we don't quite have yet. Now, what I am most excited for, I've mentioned this before, sometimes I probably talk about it without me even knowing that I'm talking about it, is the Ebon Hawk. We have the crew for the Ebon Hawk now with Revan released, and since it was a hero's journey release to get Revan, I think they should do a heroic ship release. Here's the other thing that I think is going to happen. We have Han Solo and we have Chewbacca. Please give us the original trilogy Millennium Falcon, and it should be OP. It should be the next meta. It should counter the bounty hunter ships that we just have. And in my mind, I'm thinking maybe that CG is thinking about this. And also, the Ebon Hawk. It would be amazing to have a ship that actually, I know a lot of people don't like this, but you'd have a ship that to get, like the Chimera, you had to have Thrawn at a certain star level. I think it'd be cool that, you know, you have to have Revan unlocked, you have to have the other Old Republic characters, and of course, I'm the only one that's still waiting for Canderous, who I love Canderous Ordo, who becomes Mandalore the Preserver. Carth Onasi, who is probably the 3rd most important character in the game behind Revan and Bastila, in the sense that in the crew, because he's the first one you meet. He's fun to play as and with as well. And then we have Juhani. Juhani I could really care less about, but really I'm looking forward to Carth and Canderous, because those are 3 other members of the Ebon Hawk, because we have HK-47 in the game as well. But I'm thinking the 5 characters we have, or 6 characters that we have so far with Revan included, would be great for the Ebon Hawk, and I think it should be OP. It should be like Revan, like Traya. Now maybe they can make a Sith, or a ship raid, not another Sith raid, where to complete it, and the rewards are like Ebon Hawk shards. Or they have another raid where you get Millennium Falcon shards. And we know that we know eventually that Jedi Luke is going to come to the game. Or maybe they give CLS his X-Wing instead of wait for Jedi Luke. I think more legendary ships in the game, I think that would make ships so much more interesting for everybody. I really do. And I know people would look forward to it. They would really have an increase, I think, in probably profits from ships if they started to release more heroic ships and more powerful ships in the game. Because as you can see, we have a decent amount of ships, but compared to characters, there's not much at all. And there is so many ships that can be added to the game that I think this is really an avenue that they should start heading down. And I know a lot of you are thinking, I don't like ships. Why are you talking about it? I love the ships. I love the more complexity of it, the strategy, and I think it can only get better. I want to know what you guys think about ships. What ships should be added to the game? What capital ships do you think will be coming? I'm pretty sure General Grievous is going to get the Invisible Hand because we know he's getting a rework, and we need a Separatist ship. We have 2 Imperial ships, a Rebel ship, and a Republic ship. We need a Separatist ship because it's one of the other main factions. Now, let's get General Hux in the game and get a First Order Star Destroyer. That would be amazing as well. We can start using First Order ships. I think when they start to increase the number of capital ships coming out in the diversity, because right now, honestly, the top of Fleet Arena is dominated by the Chimera with Thrawn and the Executrix by Tarkin. 2 great ships. I think the more diversity we have amongst the capital ships and how they will counter each other, the more people will be interested in ships, because it's honestly, it's fun for me. And also, up the rewards a little bit when you get first and stuff like that. And I think the competition will become much better, and it's something I'm really excited for. I want to know what you guys think about this as well. Do you like ships? Are you excited about ships? Or are you kind of, I really don't care? And let me know what ships you want to see come to the game immediately. What capital ships, what regular ships, and maybe it's, like I want the TIE Interceptor to come to the game, because the TIE Interceptor is geometrically, it's pleasing to me the way that it looks. Or the TIE Defender. We just had the TIE Defender in Rebels and in the Thrawn Alliances book. I think that'd be amazing. And they should be good ships if we have, Vault Scaris, I think is his name, is one of the commanders there. If they ever add him to the game, I don't see any reason they would, but I'm just saying if we're talking about adding ships. So I'm going to put a link to my Discord server and my Patreon page in the description below. Please check that out. Also, smash the subscribe button if you like the video. Also, like the video if you liked it. Share the video if you think that some of your friends would like this as well. Click the little notification bell so you can be alerted to all videos that I post. And again, check out Patreon, Discord. Definitely leave comments in the comment section below. Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think this is an awesome idea? Or let's just talk about the game in general. Otherwise, peace out, and may the Force be with you.